plunge in gears because I have PTSD. And I tried to leave my place, and there was a woman there, and there was another woman blocking my packages from Amazon. And thank you, Amazon, for being dicks about getting my packages in a timely fashion. Because if I had been able to get this in like the morning or something like that, I have a specific window, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe this wouldn't have happened. And I don't know if you don't have options like that. And I know it was last minute because I'm just a nerd. I'm just a nerd. So I just thought, okay, my costume is going to be something, and I tried to put something together, and I just tried to pick it up, and then the entire lobby was filled with women, and I have PTSD from military sexual trauma, and I don't care if anyone hears yet another veteran with PTSD. But absolutely hideous. I'm I'm just being bullied. I'm being bullied by LA, and I have no idea why. I mean, I am a mutant, and that could be part of it, but I'm just a nerd. I don't understand why I'm being bullied by LA. I don't understand why I couldn't just pick up my packages like a regular person without having a stampede.
Sorry. Can anyone hear me? Oh, for goodness sake, I have to take these off. Hopefully the audio is something. Hola, I guess. I don't know why I tried to stream with Meta glasses on. It was just weird. Hmm. But that's what's been going on. Can anyone hear me? It's too late to check. I have to do LA Comic Convention as a veteran. So I have been doing my best to gift the LGBT because it is a very horrible and dangerous world to be lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, intersex, asexual, plus. It is hard. It is hard. And America just has this attitude of we'll make laws, but we won't really enforce them. And we'll just bully you, ostracize, and violently attack you until you just go play with your own kind. And for the longest time, LGBT people have said, sure, that's fine. That's fine that America treats us this way. And I don't know, even with my PTSD, I'm still a very salty fucking bitch about this. I'm really salty about how America's been treating the LGBTQIA for decades, Because when it wasn't Matthew Shepard, it was AIDS. And when it wasn't AIDS, it was monkeypox. When it wasn't monkeypox, it was discrimination against teachers who make a casual comment about having a same sex partner. And every day we're expected as LGBT people to just shut up and take it. It's BDSM. Shut up and take it, bitch. I don't. I don't. I get on camera and I talk about it. I don't even know if my sound is on, but either way, I talk about it because it's an important issue. So through my PTSD, through my and honestly, that was the only way that that was going to happen. And if they're going to throw stuff at me like that, I'm just going to have to say, this is what the police department's for. This is what security at this event is. I can't control everything. But what I can do is say that it may not feel like a safe space, but it probably will be the safest space to interact with people. Because as uncomfortable and as threatening as it is to walk into a lobby of women after being sexually abused by Master Sergeant Miranda of the United States Air Force, there are cameras there. I have my cell phone on me and I can always dial 911. And all of those people are employees. So guess what? Something happens. There are protections within protections. As weird and as uncomfortable as that is, those people are orbiting, doing their little jobs, and I'm just a person picking up a package. That's all. I have to think that, I'm not going to be raped or I'm not going to be sexually assaulted like LA normally does when I'm on public transportation. So I have that to look forward to. Yay. But even then, I can always call the police. I can always make a report online about it and document it. I'm a disabled person who will be riding public transportation. It may not feel like there are laws to protect me, but there are laws to protect me. And that was just really uncomfortable. and I don't feel okay or safe or anything. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. I feel for my community. I'm going to talk about some of the people that I've helped over the last couple days. I've helped Pop Amp, wonderful Twitch broadcaster. I donated to his channel because he is culture as the LGBT community. And that's so important because it's one thing to have sex with men, which is lovely. It's another to actually know the history of oppression and just the transformation that we've gone through over the decades towards something that could be better, whatever that might be. So I donated to that channel. And then I donated to Testosterone, this wonderful Twitch streamer, and he's having a rough time. He really is. He's having a terrible time trying to get rent together. Can you imagine that? He's a grown adult, he's doing his best, and it's not enough. So I donated because just to know that someone cares for a second, I mean, sure, it's money, but to know that someone in the LGBTQ community cares enough to say hello, to validate your existence, validate your struggle, because your struggle is definitely real. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So that's what I did because, as I said, I suffer with PTSD. So I don't know if you can fit the V in the LGBTQIA whatever, but I suffer. So I feel for people. I really do. I feel for California, and I'm trying to calm myself down because my heart is it's like I lock the doors, I barricade the doors. It's a huge thing. It really is a huge thing. It really is a huge thing, and I try to help people. I really try. And when I go out on my walks, because that's the only thing I can do because of my PTSD, it's too much to be in public. I try and pick up some litter. Okay, sometimes I miss the opportunity to care about the environment, but I guess that's being human. I guess that's understanding that you can't fix everything. But I try. I try so hard to fix this city because the city is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put on some lip gloss. If I knew I was gonna be on camera, I would not look so terrible. Okay, well, there's goo on my lips now, so there's that. Deep sigh, deep sigh. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't, because I've made a platform for change within California because I care about California, even though they're terrible and mean to me all the time. And even though I hate it here, I'm going to have to find a way to make California a nicer place, a better place, because no one should feel that way. Going back to testosterone of Twitch, no one should feel like you can afford rent on your own, especially if you're gay and you're a werewolf and you have big man titties like he does. They're huge. And he's a nice beard. Enough about how beautiful testosterone of Twitch is. He needs your help. So, more than what I can do, because I can only do so much. But if you do see him on Twitch, please give him a like, a follow, and subscribe to his channel. And the same with PopAmp. If you can like and subscribe to PopAmp, it would mean the world to him. He's having a difficult time because YouTube doesn't have all his videos up. Oh, is there somebody in my chat? Hello. Welcome to my chat. I had a PTSD trigger. I'm a veteran, so everything is a PTSD trigger. I try to walk outside and I end up screaming at people to get away from me. I didn't used to do that. I used to be a person who could just walk outside and, skip and bop to, and, then I was sexually abused. So I don't do that anymore. I'm, I see people and I scream. I see anyone and I scream. I have a voice. I have a voice. I don't know what that was about. That was kind of strange. It was that that's I don't know what I just read. That was weird. Either way, I was talking about pioneers in the gay population, like Pop Amp and his partner Christopher. Just, two people who are shedding a light on BDSM, puppy play. I mean, just so many things that are important for young gay people to learn. And I just had to support the channels and talk about it on YouTube because, he's going through a rough time, and all of his videos, just are lacking visibility on YouTube. And I don't know why. I mean, YouTube shouldn't be about censorship. Hello there, Dixon. Hello there. I don't mean to say your name like that. I am so hurt right now. I'm really hurt, and I don't know if I can do LA Comic Con, but there's so few things that I love in this world, and I love Marvel. The chance to meet the cast of Marvel, I mean, who gets that? Who, gets that? I'm sorry, I'm still drooling over Charlie Cox and his giant hairy chest. Oh my god, he's hot. And he's tattooed. And he's very, very British, like Meg said. Um, the drool is real. Oh my god, that man. Oh my god. I have drooled about his hirsute little chest. Oh my god. He's not even a bear. I mean, he's just an otter. I mean, that's so odd. I mean, I know he's not like, but I saw him in Chelsea. I don't know if he remembers, but I saw him in Chelsea, and I did not know what I was about to receive when he was on Netflix, because if I had known, I mean, look, you just drop to your knees. I don't care if it's the subway. You see that man and you just drop to your knees. I mean, hello, Charlie is just. I liked him since Stardust, and then he grew chest hair. I can't grow chest hair. I don't know why the world is so cruel, but he's there, and then Luke Cage is going to be there, and that man is get to talking to a guy is when the person asks me for my pin. Other than that, I have no conversations with men. I see men, and because I'm so traumatized, I just run, because I just say, yeah, I don't want to give myself the hope that someone could actually like or understand me, because then I would just. Dixon. Okay, never mind that. I can't say your name, but I will say hello. It's a good taste of my Dixon. Yep, that's a beautiful name, and honestly, I do like a bit of that. I'm not going to deny that, and it feels really good. I mean, I don't think gay people are loud enough when it comes to that. They just say, "Oh, you're gay or you're homosexual," and it's just, "Oh, that means you're sassy." It's like, no, you suck dick. I mean, you take it up the ass. There's no other way to say that except you say that. So yeah, dicks in my ass. Hello. Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. I don't mind saying stuff like that. I mean, why is it America is so sexually shamed? I mean, I've got tits. I mean, could you milk me? Great. Could you milk me? I mean, they're rather large. I have been growing. I have been growing a bit. I've been bulking. Anything to get my mind off that lobby of women coming from all angles. That was just traumatizing. So yes, talking about my large pecs is something that I could use to distract myself. So yes, I have been bulking. It's been terrible because I order all this food and I have to try my best to do binging on it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna hurl, but I'm like, I don't, because it's like I paid money for it. So fiscally, I'm like, I will get my money's worth of all this food. So there's that. I haven't eaten at all since I woke up, and maybe that's why I was just unprepared for the psychic onslaught of having to go through what I can only describe as the female NFL trying to get my packages. I don't even know who that is. You see, you came to the wrong channel. I'm the one person who doesn't really engage with the news, because the news is just designed to tell you what you already know, that the world is scary and that some things you're powerless over. And if you keep watching the news, you'll just get that message blasted at you all the time. So instead of watching the news, I just make the news. So yeah, I'm gonna have a stunning outfit somehow, I guess. Unbelievable. Dude, why are you trying to mess with my vibe here? Why are you trying to mess with my vibe? I don't fucking care about that stuff. Because I mean it's okay, now I come off as an asshole by saying that, but like I gotta live my life. Like I didn't know the person before, and you know what? I don't mind being that person. I didn't know the person before. I didn't know the person afterwards. I don't know the story. I'm not gonna comment on it. I can't comment on something that I don't know. And you want to try and make me comment on it, but I have nothing to comment on. What I will say is, because I guess now I have to talk about this. Why do I have to talk about this at all? Why can't we just admit that this country is so fucked up and that we need to make a change? And that maybe instead of constantly harassing me like LA does, maybe they would listen to me and say, you know, having a new space agency like Mars now, the one that I own, is a good idea because where is this going? Where is this going? Because if you want to spend your life chasing Apple upgrades or what Lenovo is trying to offer with what one extra generation of a CPU chip and you want to charge over $1,000 for that when the current one that you have doesn't even boot my game. Okay, I'm going to talk about it as a gamer. So I have a Lenovo Legion Go, and this is the second one I've had to buy because the first one that I bought was absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Because every time I try to play a game, it would just reboot randomly, crash all the time, crash all the time. The graphics drivers were never optimized. And it's true. The thing couldn't even play any games. So unless you were playing fucking Tetris, you couldn't get anything out of that fucking machine. So this is the second one that I had to buy, and it too just crashes all the time. And it just makes you think, is this what life is? Is this what life is? So, no, it's not the most popular thing in the world. And I don't know. Gaming handhelds are like what my life, what my life used to be about. But now I'm beginning to think that, look, if you give me an inferior product, I'm just going to fucking talk about how your product makes me frustrated, leaves me in a frustrated state because, hey, I paid good money for it, and all it does is crash on me. At that point, I might as well just call you up and say, fix the damn thing, limited, warranty on it, whatever. Fix your damn product. Like, why the fuck isn't it allowing me to fucking game? Whatever. I mean, I guess gaming isn't the most important thing when you're trying to go to Mars. But for me, I'm all set. I'm all set. I'm going to spend October literally doing cleanups of California because I can't stand a mess, and LA is a messy bitch. I mean, look, I have my moments, but LA is a messy bitch. So October is going to be events where we do city cleanups and just recycling programs and maybe plant some trees for October, and then I don't know. I have I haven't even thought about Clean Air Day. I was supposed to set up a concert or something because I have music. I have brand new music out, and Rack City Bitch, Rack City Bitch. I'll have a lot of songs out. Look, I have PTSD, so I don't know. The last time I tried to do an event for Clean Air Day, I just fell down sobbing on the beach because it was just too overwhelming. And I don't know, no one knows Ian Iliona. I mean, I do these YouTube videos and I kind of wonder, like, how do people even find my channel? It's not like I'm popular. Either way, why do we live in a world that is just so fucking violent? Like, where's the intelligence? Where? I mean, I'm talking about going to Mars, I'm talking about advanced technology all the time. And I have people coming in my channel about, did you hear about the violence here, the violence there? And it's just, why? Why is this entire globe obsessed with attacking itself? It's weird. I don't understand it. I mean, there's so many beautiful things. Like, I don't know the full story of what was going on, but I'm gonna be really crass and just say, where are the fucking blowjobs in the world? Like, you want to talk about the violence? I want to talk about where are the blowjobs in the world. Like, where are the people who are sexually liberated and say, you know what? I understand that the world is a super stressful place. Let me suck some dick and get that stress out of you. Let me suck some dick and get the stress out of you. Like, honestly, I am single. I am single. I'm a bearded daddy, a bearded zaddy. But whatever. I'm single. I live in LA. Not, the regular LA. I live in a good part of LA currently for the time being. I guess I am slightly homeless, slightly homeless, or maybe I'm just floating somewhere. I don't know. I like the idea of just being in the cosmos as opposed to being tethered to, I guess, regular brick. Fuck, why would someone mess up my I don't know. I don't know. Why is Apple such a fucking bitch sometimes? Like, honestly, I'm talking about fellatio. I'm talking about guzzling some cum, and all of a sudden someone just calls my cell phone randomly. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, excuse me, don't interrupt me when I'm talking about sucking dick. Okay, there are things that I can tolerate. I won't tolerate that. Look, I just put up with women coming from all angles. I'm going to take a few seconds to talk about how I guzzle cum. Come on. Like, what the fuck is that shit? What is the world coming to? What is the world coming to where a Brazilian bear with a sexy beard can't talk about sexual intercourse with men? Why? Why is the world like this? I mean, it's true. I mean, I mean, you can see. I mean, I have big giant lips, and my eyebrows are like whatever, and my face is so full, and I've got this beard, and I'm a daddy zaddy, but I'm single in LA, going to LA Comic Convention, single, king size bed. I mean, it's a big bed. I can fit like two or three guys on it, or just one thick bitch with a big ass. I'm just saying, if you are serving that venom bussy, let me know. I want Tom Hardy in my bed. But if you can cosplay as Venom and you into this, then come on with it, because I want Tom Hardy in my bed. But I will settle for a giant muscular big ass to bounce on this in my king size bed. I'm just putting it out there into the universe, because I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I rub my lamp and I expect wishes, but I just don't know if God can hear me. Either way, see, I knew I'd find a way to get my mind off the terrible stress of having women anywhere near me after being sexually abused by the United States Air Force. See, if you put your mind to it, you can really get yourself through the most excruciating of things. So, yet another rambling podcast by a veteran with severe handicaps, talking about how difficult it is to do anything in public, but does things in public anyway, which should probably give some of the veteran community some strength. And I guess I don't talk about veterans enough. I try to, but it's difficult to have that conversation about how much America truly owes veterans. So why don't I just have that conversation now? You don't mind, do you? Beyond the money, America owes veterans a country that they can be proud of. A country that has clean air, fresh water, and freedom. Somehow, the idea that transgender people like myself could be denied the use of a restroom or any kind of service, especially after paying for the exorbitant amount of prices that these restaurants gouge you with, should be an outrage to all of us. All of us. But we never take it that way. We never take another person's burden because we're so busy dealing with our own. I don't live my life that way. And despite what Twitch was trying to force on me because I was trying to be generous to people. As a daddy is a daddy who is single and Brazilian and well hung. I mean, I love myself. You know, this isn't self harm. This is liberation. This really is liberation because I live my life as an indigenous person. And up until now, I've been so shy about it. You know, I've been, trying to, you know, English it up a bit and not, speak in animal tongue, which is extremely fun and liberating to do because my dogs understand it. It may seem like nonsense to you, but to any indigenous person, it's just another connection, a connection that we close off when we live in these cities, when we deny our heritage, deny the fact that we are Azteca or Inca or Mayan. I can really only talk about, my branch of Asians with tans, but I I like that side of me. I really do. I like the ability to be a part of nature and to feel it and to want to see it grow and flourish and understand that that's the missing part of everything. That's the part that restores your soul. Sure, it might be something as simple as feeling the energy of a tree and understanding the process of respiration and photosynthesis and the idea that we're linked. We have a tether between ourselves and the plant kingdom and the fungi and the animals around us. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be connected. As much as I am a techie, I am huge into tech. I'm huge into tech. But I think there's room for both. I think there's room to live an indigenous life and a futuristic tech life as I do. So, despite what was forced on me, that moment of discomfort, not the lobby thing, the lobby thing. Well, if I wet the bed over this, like I do, when, I have forced encounters with women just popping out of nowhere, it gives me nightmares. And if I wet the bed over that, whatever. Here, why don't we just take a look at that? Just eh, green screen. Off. Yeah. Take a good look, America. Take a good look. You're terrible people. Absolutely terrible people. To do that to a veteran, to do that. Well, that's what the United Nations is for. It's for human rights violations like LA does. So instead of meeting that level of bitchery, as I can only call it bitchery, because that is a lot of cuntage, but Americans don't really respond to the word cunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some recycling programs. I'm going to plant some trees and I'm going to give you some oxygen for being such fucking terrible people. Hi there, Prime. How are you? I'm having another PTSD trigger day, so there's that. good to hear that you're doing well. You have to take care of yourself. You really do. You have to be able to talk about your problems, no matter how embarrassing it is. Talking about the incontinence that comes from a nightmare of being sexually abused or raped, because that's what happens in America. Because in America, people think that your body doesn't belong to you, it belongs to them. So then they have full license to grab, grope, fondle, force themselves on you, all of that. It happened again. You see, I thought that I had left that behind when I moved out of main LA, but no, no. But what can I do? It's not like I'm a private homeowner, and I don't want to be a private homeowner. I really don't. Because you're buying property for a place that just isn't good enough for you. And that's what I came on to this channel to really talk about. I have to talk about how gays and lesbians and transgender people have to speak up about the world they want to live in. If you want to live in a world where you're constantly being bullied, you're constantly being threatened about your job security, about your health benefits, about anything, then you need to speak up. You need to speak up and to join with your community and say, your struggle is my struggle. The reason I subscribed and helped Pop Amp of Twitch and testosterone is because you're supposed to do that for your own community. It's not just about the sex, even though the sex is lovely. I've seen Pop Amp have sex. It was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. I mean, watching that doggy get a bone was very exhilarating. Just so many licks. I never saw such adoration and true love, true love. There was a connection there between him and his partner that I was able to witness. The drool is real, okay? I'm a daddy, I'm a zaddy, I am a Brazilian, and as I said, I have a king size bed that has been pissed on. If you see this veteran, and that does not disturb you that I have nightmares and I will piss the bed, I am a winner. Absolute winner. If you are not into that, great. I'm gonna play some video games on my high-end PC and stream it on Twitch now. Yeah, I moved. I had to move. I had to move because if the worst PTSD trigger I have is a cleaning lady in the fucking hallway, I will sob about that. I will sob about that, but it's not the same thing as being assaulted, called a faggot, punched and kicked in that goddamn Latin neighborhood that those veterans shoved me in. And yeah, I'm gonna fucking talk about it because I'm still pissed about that. I'm still pissed that I was living in a Latino neighborhood, people that look like me. I mean, they're not Brazilian like me, so, not everyone can get this good. But they saw me being punched and kicked. They saw this man call me a faggot, and they did nothing. Did nothing. And then the button wouldn't even work on the platform when I tried to call for help. Because when I tried to use an Apple iPhone to call for the police, which are literally a block away, it wouldn't connect. Because cell phone service is too terrible, and there wasn't a Wi-Fi signal. You see, fuck you, LA. Fuck you, LA, for that. You didn't have a Wi-Fi signal there. I mean, look, I know I was in the Latin neighborhood, and you say, why do people need Wi-Fi? It's just, well, I needed Wi-Fi at that point. Either way, look, I'm not gonna forgive. I'm really not gonna forgive. I left that fucking neighborhood. Look, I still masturbate to Latino on Latino bareback porn. So, eventually I may be moved if a very, very hot Latino bodybuilder wants to squat on my cock, then I may be swayed, not toward forgiveness. I'm gonna fuck the vengeance right into you, and then come on your face. But that's the only thing that I can do as a person who was assaulted by a Latino in a Latino neighborhood. I'm gonna fuck some of you Latinos and come in your faces. And some of you, I'm just gonna come in your back because I don't want to look at your face. I just want to come on your back. That's all. That is how you deal with that. That would be justice after, at least 2 or 3 dates, because, I don't, just fuck anyone. I mean, you have to at least prove to me that you could string along sentences that I find fascinating. I am cruel. I am cruel. I'm expecting hot sex in the bedroom on that mattress, which I just pissed on. And I'm expecting a decent conversation, because this is the package. This is the package that the United States has declared for me, for me, that I can be attractive, but I have mental difficulties, which means we can never go out on a date. We have to maybe put rubber sheets on because, there will be piss. There will be so much piss. Oh my god. You might be pissed on. It's just weird. I mean, in the middle of the night, you might have to drink it. I mean, there's so much that comes out sometimes that, to spare the sheets, because I mean the sheets are white, so to spare the sheets you may have to suck on my penis while it's pissing. Just, oh, by the way, buy my album, Rack City Bitch, Rack City Bitch.